name is Carol Womack, and I have lived in this house for 21 years. I started out with another decorator and then moved to Rebecca about 4 years after we moved here. So I've been working with her now for about 17 years.
My name is Stephen Bergen.
I'm Alana Bergen, and we have lived here since 2020, so a little over 5 years. So this home was built in 1998 and had not been touched or renovated at all. The kitchen, for the size of the home, was strangely small with a layout that just didn't feel open.
We knew that we were going to need somebody like Rebecca to step in and kind of guide us through the process.
My name is Kim Metter, and I have lived in this home for 5 years now. We knew that we wanted to update it. It's 20 years old. We needed some pretty extensive designing for the kitchen, and I knew that I would need some help along the way to get it to be my dream kitchen.
I'm Jordan.
I am Katie, and we have lived in this house since November 2014.
This house was built in the mid-90s. There was 4 separate rooms originally, and the kitchen was very cramped. There wasn't a lot of room to move around.
Rebecca was recommended to me by a friend who was also a client. She's so kind and she's so approachable and she's so efficient. She makes things very easy for me, and she's just such a pleasure to work with. She always smiles.
First of all, she's just the warmest, most kind person, and she's a lot of fun to work with. When we met her, she laid out some of the projects she'd done in the past. We talked to her about our vision for this. So she showed us so many different options. She made it extremely easy and laid out what the process would look like. And it was just really clear that it was going to be a seamless, fun process.
I started with calling Ferguson's. I left messages, and Rebecca was the first one to call me back. We just hit it off right away, and it's kind of a year and a half later, here we are.
Our contractor actually recommended Rebecca.
Yeah.
So she is so well respected in the community, and people truly enjoy working with her. Where you get a recommendation from a contractor because they enjoyed working with her so much, I think that just speaks volumes.
From the first moment that she came in with her team, and they had their little iPad that took a picture of the kitchen that was here before, it was 3D and live. As I was telling her and showing her pictures of what I wanted, and then she could pull things up and I could look at them. She just made the whole process so easy and fun.
We'd never done a project like this. We knew we needed somebody, and after talking to Rebecca and meeting her, it was a good match.
She just knew, and she said, "This is what I can do for you." She just made it easy and simple, and that's what we needed in our life.
We'd met other designers before Rebecca, and a lot of them were, "Hey, here's a book, and we'll give you the book, and then you're on your own." Rebecca actually stayed with us through the whole job and would come out and meet with the contractor. It was invaluable to have her.
One thing that stood out as very helpful to me is she has such great relationships with all of the various suppliers. She made it easier in that she was able to help us understand the possibilities with the layout, and then just helped us streamline when we were making selections.
When there are selections to be made, she narrows it down very nicely for me.
It's imperative to have somebody like Rebecca shop with you, because it will not only take way less time, but you leave there feeling like, okay, we made the right decisions.
Having Rebecca to come out and say, "Hey, here's some things to think about," and she's done it a lot of times, so that was really, really helpful, because we could have overdone it potentially on our own.
She would just listen to the things that I wanted, and she just brought it to life. That's what she did. So that's how she took things off of my plate. I have lots of ideas, but then to keep them in a concise, I think that's something she's very gifted in.
The one thing, like meeting Rebecca right away, you realize that not only does she bring the experience, she brings the expertise.
Having never gone through a renovation before, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but that's something that made it even easier and smoother for us, was just the high degree of coordination with our contractor, with the suppliers. It took a lot of that coordinating and effort off of our plates, which was hugely helpful. If you want the process to be smooth, if you want the process to be stress-free, if you want the process to be as fun and enjoyable as possible, I think it's a no-brainer to work with an interior designer, specifically Rebecca, because she's the best.
I would definitely refer Rebecca again, and I have, because she's just so easy to work with and so much fun. I love her spirit, which comes through with her kindness, and she's always thinking of others, and I love that. And she really wants to try to make your home yours, but through her eyes, and it's a fabulous gift she has.
For me, working with an interior designer was crucial. She's very good at what she does. The end product is always something that I'm so pleased with, and she always makes it feel very doable. You know, it never feels like it's overwhelming. She as a person is just so kind and so warm, and she knows my family, she knows my pets' names.
Before the renovation, it felt very tired. Everything was white and gray. It makes me feel very happy. I love to come in here and just sit and just take it all in. I mean, it's so beautiful, and it just feels very warm and calm and very upscale.
So thankful for every nook and cranny that we would not have thought about, which is, again, everything.
We can fit everybody in the kitchen now, which we could not do before.
And now it's just happy and functional and timeless and everything we could have wanted and more.